Why? Why can't we just have the fight? I don't understand. I don't get why we can't just have Khabib versus Ferguson. It's been 5 fucking times. And now they're thinking it's cancelled again. I just don't fucking get this fucking world, man. And I'm telling you guys, China hates Khabib. I'm telling you guys, China hates Khabib. And I've seen the way Weili Zhang looks at Khabib. I've seen the way Weili Zhang looks at Khabib. And I've seen the way that Weili Zhang communicates with Tony Ferguson. Ferguson's her favourite fighter. I know China's behind this shit. Man, why can't we just have the fucking fight, man? Why can't we just have nice things? 5 times. There are fights that happen immediately that I don't even want to fucking see. And we can't get this one 5 times. You joking me, coronavirus, man? Fuck's sake. It's so fucking annoying. I read the headlines this morning. Woke up. Khabib Nurmagomedov probably out of UFC 249 and the UFC's looking to continue UFC 249 with or without him. I just don't want to see it without him. Because if we do it without him, what if Gaethje clips Ferguson and now we don't get to see it? You've got to think about these things. And people are saying postpone the event. What about they postpone it 5 months and now these 2 men that have been through training camps for the last however many fucking months. This fight was signed last year. This fight was signed in 2019 almost. They've been in training camp for this long. You postpone it for another 5 months. They're probably going to get injured in training camp. That's almost like 10 months of training camp. They're going to get fucking injured. Just the only reason this isn't happening is because Khabib can't leave Russia. And he can't go to Abu Dhabi. This can be resolved. And people are acting like Russia's a very strict country with what they do and don't do. Listen. Khabib rings up Vladimir Putin. Hey Vlad, what's up, dude? And then Vlad goes, yo, Khabib, what's up, man? My main man, Nurma. How's it going, dude? And then Khabib comes in, yo, Vlad, just open up the borders for a split second. I'll leave and then we'll call it quits. That can happen. People acting like Vladimir Putin's this fucking saint. He's a fucking criminal. He's a criminal. Like, what are we talking about? The government of Russia have said it can't happen. Fucking bullshit. If Khabib wants to leave Russia, he can fucking leave Russia. I'm sick of this shit. I am so sick of this shit. Khabib put out a post saying he might or may not be able to be in UFC 249. It still seems to be an if. Which I'm a big fan of, because Khabib would not have said that UFC 249 would go on with or without him. They're definitely going to try something. And if that means that Khabib's going to have to call his old friend Vladdy, that's what's going to have to happen. Hey Vlad, chilling out of the border, any chance you could hook me up with a private jet? I'm your favourite fighter, we're almost best friends. Let me bring this revenue for your country. Let me out, please. I'll pay taxes in Russia. We can sort this whole thing out. I don't know why everyone's... And also, another thing that's really annoyed me is, fuck off. Fuck off, Colby, Woodley, Gaethje, fucking Dustin Poirier. Shut up. Especially the welterweights, Colby and Woodley. Fuck you. You want Ferguson to not cut weight and fight at 170 against you? Fuck you, guys. You know what you want. You want a smaller guy that you can quickly whoop up on and get all the credit without any of the fucking work. Fuck you. I fucking hate this shit, man. I'm actually getting pissed off. Fucking hell, man. 249 is still going to go on. And Gaethje is tapped as the possible replacement to face Tony Ferguson. I don't like that, man. Listen, I get it. They could make it work. Gaethje versus Ferguson's a great fight, but... You're getting a worse version of Gaethje. And what if he clips Ferguson? And we don't get to see Ferguson versus Khabib. Ever. That could happen. Gaethje filling in is not the fucking play right now. You get Khabib involved, or you get Tony Ferguson uninvolved. And just put on the rest of the card. I'm okay with the rest of the card going on as usual. I would pay for that rest of the card. Look at the card right now that we're looking at. If you can get Ngannou versus Rozenstruik, that's a pay-per-view. I sat through UFC 247. I sat through UFC 246. They were shit. If we can get Ngannou versus Rozenstruik as the main event instead of Khabib versus Ferguson, I am in. Listen to this card. Ngannou Rozenstruik main event. Co-main event. Andrade Namajunas. Not the best, but listen to the rest of the card. Makhachev Hernandez. Another one. Also, what does that mean for Hernandez? No, what does that mean for Makhachev? What does that mean for Ankalaev? There are a lot more guys on this card that are going to be affected by this, so it'll be interesting to see what goes on, but listen to this fucking card. Stevens Qatar, Makhachev Hernandez, Kutalaba versus Ankalaev, one of the most anticipated fights of the fucking century. Everyone, Uriah Hall, Jacare Souza, Lyman Good, Bilal Muhammad, Izatar Worthy, Vellante Ben Rothwell. Like, it's just the card goes on and on. Roberson versus Muradov. We can make this work. Just don't do it without Khabib. That's all I'm fucking saying, man. It pisses me off. And people are saying, Conor's real quiet. Everyone knows that they're not going to get the fucking fight, man. Everyone knows. If they do, Conor can't take fights on short notice anymore. Gaethje can because he's a nobody. To the hardcore fans, Gaethje's a somebody, don't get me wrong. But to the casuals, a couple 100,000 Instagram followers, not much, you know? He can go in on short notice, but with McGregor, there has to be the press tour. There has to be the promo. There has to be the build-up so they can maximise his name. Otherwise, they're just wasting McGregor on a fight that maybe no one will even know about because the headlines right now are filled up with reminding us how many people die every single day. This is going to turn into a coronavirus rant, and I don't want it to do that, but that's just... I feel like it's going in that direction. I fucking hate this whole lockdown shit, man. It's fucking pissing me off. I get it. It's an illness. What happens when we get out of lockdown? I don't understand. You're locking it down like the virus is just going to go away. The virus ain't going to go away. Lockdown's going to come back up and everyone's going to get it again. That's just how it works. The virus is not going to go away. People are still going to be outside. People are still going to have it, whether they have it indoors and don't have symptoms and then come out when lockdown's over. What are we going to do? Lock down for eternity over a virus? I don't understand. I get it. They're trying to save time, but this whole thing has pissed me off, man. I thought, you know what? I'm in lockdown for 3 weeks, but at least we're getting Khabib versus Ferguson. And one thing that's annoying me even more is the fucking media. I hate the MMA media. They're rejoicing at this. They want it to be postponed. They want someone to have a higher chance of getting injured in the next 5 fucking months. What is going on with the MMA media right now? I think they just hate it because Dana had a chance of being the greatest promoter of all time. That's what the MMA media are against. They're not against Khabib versus Ferguson happening. Here's what the MMA media are against. They're against them not allowed to be there, and therefore they're not allowed to get their interviews with a bunch of numbers, so they're interested in their own world. They're interested in their own benefits that they can get from UFC 249. And if they do 249 behind closed doors, they're not going to have any media. So the media misses out. That's why they're angry in the first place. And they also just want Dana White to fail. And it pisses me off, man. Like, look at the fucking comments. I read the fucking article on Latest MMA. I read through the entire thing. Seems pretty unbiased. And I read all the way to the bottom. We'll see if Dana can pull a rabbit out of his hat on this one. It's just like, fuck you, you stupid bitch. I fucking hate this, man. I really do. I read through the entire article, I get to the very bottom, and I see this fucking media members put, we'll see if Dana can pull a rabbit out of his hat on this one. ... Fuck you, man. They want him to fail. They do want him to fail. Jed Meshew. Fuck you, man. Who's called Jed? Oh, it's just annoying, man. UFC is looking to continue 249 with or without me. They can just call Vladimir Putin. They're acting like Russia's this real cool state that doesn't have any problems whatsoever and just follows the law. Russia is a state that doesn't really follow the law a lot of times. People say the government has decided to lock down Russia. Khabib can get out of Russia. I'm sure there's going to be some calls made. I'm sure they're going to call up Russia. Or they can't call up Russia. It's not a person. But either way, they're going to call up old Vladimir Putin. Hey, your boy Khabib's stuck in Russia. We need him to fight. Do you want to see the fight? Hell yeah, I'm an MMA fan. Khabib is the only one allowed out. He doesn't have the coronavirus. Let's test him. Let's get a test on Khabib Nurmagomedov. He's worth millions. Okay? He's the most influential religious guy in all of the... wherever it is. I don't even understand. But he's something big, okay, over that side of the world. They can get him twisted. They can see that he's in the clear. And they can say, okay, this guy can leave. And if people get angry, double down on communism again. I don't know. Just make this fight happen. And if they can't do it with Khabib, don't do it at all. Don't fill in fucking Justin Gaethje on short notice. Don't fill in Woodley on short notice or Colby on short notice. As much as those are great fights, you could sabotage Khabib versus Ferguson by doing that. Ferguson would most likely beat Gaethje if Gaethje takes this on a couple of weeks' notice. I understand that. But I also understand that there is a chance, like in every single Tony Ferguson fight, that he gets dropped and hurt. And against Gaethje, maybe this time's the time that Ferguson's chin doesn't hold up. And it just happens to be the time where Ferguson's chin is that one shot away from being out cold. And Gaethje kills Ferguson. Not kills, but like KOs him and removes him from the equation. What if that happens? Now we're fucked. Now we've got Gaethje versus Khabib. Yeah. Gaethje versus Khabib. Then what'd you do with McGregor? I get what the media... I know why Dana White wants to continue with or without Khabib, and I'm going to criticise him on this. I understand that he wants to do it without Khabib because he wants to fulfill what he said would happen. 249 is going to happen. And this is the only reason why, if he doesn't make 249 happen, the media are going to torment him about it for years to fucking come. The MMA media are fucking snakes, man. I fucking hate all of them. I've seen every single fucking headline. They always have to have their little thing in there just to get at Dana. See if he's going to pull a rabbit out of his hat on this one. Fuck, it's like their team coronavirus. Honestly, it's like their team coronavirus. Pissing me off, man. I hate all of this situation. It's really angered me. Khabib can leave Russia if he wants. It's not difficult. Call up Vladimir Putin. Get Khabib to make contact with him, or just walk across the border and we'll pick you up from a different country. That's just how things are going to have to work, apparently. I don't know. And they're also saying that Abu Dhabi, no one can leave or go anyway, so I don't know what they're going to do there. Don't know where they're going to have this fight, on a cruise ship, on the Isle of Man, on the Falkland Isles, in Antarctica. Do something. Just make this happen. They can make this happen because if you postpone it another 5 months, one of them's going to get injured. I know they are. You don't go through a full training camp and then go through another full training camp without a little bit of an injury. That doesn't happen. And even if they don't pull out of the fight, they're going to be in worse shape going into the fight because they've taken full training camps. Ferguson resumed sparring specifically for this camp. He has taken more damage in this camp than in any other camp in his life, I'm assuming. Oh, I'm getting annoyed, man. I don't mind seeing Gaethje Ferguson. Not now. Let's get Khabib Ferguson first, man. Just get Khabib out of Russia. If you have to fucking call in the CIA and get some private helicopters, do it. There are ways around these rules. People are still flying out in private jets. If Epstein was alive, he could leave America right now. If Epstein was alive and he was in Russia, he could leave Russia if he wanted to. Start pulling some of your strings. Get the Clintons involved. Get them dirty thieves involved and them dirty little politicians involved. And get Khabib out of there. Hey, Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton, we need Khabib out of Russia. What for? We just need Khabib out of Russia. $1 million, $1 million, $1 million. Okay, we'll sort it out for you, Dana White. Very good. I don't get it, man. We need this fight. And it's not happened again. And if it doesn't happen now, I really doubt it's going to happen. Period. And also, if it doesn't happen now, what do we do in the meantime? What do we do in the meantime if it doesn't happen now? Do we just wait? What if Khabib or Ferguson doesn't even get injured in their training camp but gets injured in the fight? What if that happens? What if someone wins but they get dropped 5 times and they get a fucking 9-month suspension? What if that happens? What if Khabib wins and jumps over the cage and gets another year suspension? What happens? We're just fucked. So let's just not do it if Khabib isn't involved. Period. The only time I want this fight is if it's Khabib versus Ferguson. And if they want to do this card without them, do the card without them. Ngannou Rosenstruik is the main event. I promise you people will still buy that shit because people need something to watch right now. Don't cancel the card, but don't put on the card if you're going to find a replacement for Khabib. Don't do that shit. Get Khabib on there. Make this shit fucking happen. I just don't even like it. Even Ariel Helwani's getting fucking smug. Why are you smug? Recognize the enemy, guys. Recognize that the MMA media are the fucking enemy because they are smug right now. They're applauding this. Haha, yeah, Dana couldn't do it. Dana couldn't get the fight done. Everyone clap. Yeah. Postpone it, like we said. Haha. They don't care about the coronavirus. They don't care about the fighter's safety. They just want to be right. They said the fight wouldn't happen. Dana said it would. Now it's looking like it's not going to happen. So they are happy about it. Fucking big nose cunt. Ariel Helwani. I don't know why Ariel Helwani's taking the brunt of my abuse here, but there are other people like this Jed fucking guy with his little comments at the end of the post. Just fuck off. But they haven't said 100%. So we'll see what happens. Maybe we can get Khabib versus Ferguson. Make a few calls. We can make this happen. There's billions on the line. There's millions on the line. will make it happen. Russia is in need of a couple millions right now. I don't know if you've seen their situation in their country right now, but they could do with a couple millions. They could do with a little bit of an investment. So if it takes giving Russia $1 million or two to some guys at the border, hey, just go for a piss real quick. We'll be 10 minutes. Come on, Khabib, let's go. That's all it needs to be. Hey, here's 500 grand, border security controller. We need 10 minutes away from you at the border. And here comes Khabib. And that's how it could happen. I don't care how it happens. Dirty money, whatever it takes. We need this fight. And if Khabib versus Ferguson isn't on the table, no one versus Ferguson's on the table. Goodbye. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Click that button there. See you later.